Hello mga kasalo! Ang ating pag-uusapan ngayon ay walang kinalaman sa pagkain. So let's take a break muna from our cooking and recipes. Pero ito naman ay may kinalaman pa rin sa ating health and safety. At sinisiguro ko sa inyo na very interesting and very timely ang ating topic ngayon, especially to those parents and guardians who have children who will be participating in the school opening on October 5. So tama nga ang inyong narinig mga kasalo. Ang mga public schools ng ating bansa ay magsisimula na ng kanilang klase on October 5. Pero dahil nga nasa gitna pa rin tayo ng pandemya at bawal pa rin ang mga face-to-face sessions or face-to-face classes, pero naniniwala ang ating Secretary of Department of Education na hindi ito dapat maging hadlang para sa pag-aaral ng ating mga bata. At maging ako din, I do believe that an idle's mind is the devil's workshop. So, dito na nga inilunsad ng ating gobyerno o ng ating Department of Education ang tinatawag na virtual learning via televisions, computers, radios, and self-learning modules. So starting October 5, most of our children's time will be spent in front of computers, gadgets like smartphones, tablets, televisions, radios, and self-learning modules from the comfort of our own homes. So I know this is going to be a very big challenge to all guardians and parents because in the absence of the teachers, tayong mga magulang o mga guardians, we are the key persons. Meron tayong key roles para makamit ng mga batang ito o para ma-maximize nila yung tinatawag na homeschooling. Pero naniniwala ako sa ating mga kakayanan, mga parents. Dahil di ba nga, bago pa naman natin in-enroll ang ating mga anak sa iba't ibang mga schools, tayo na muna ang kanilang mga naging first teachers. Di ba? Tayo pa nga nagturo sa kanila kung paano magsalita, lumakad, kumanta. So kaya natin to. We were our children's first teachers. Kwento ko lang sa inyo. Si James, nung 4 years old, in-enroll ko siya sa daycare. Ang next enrollment niya, 6 years old na siya, grade 1. So ako na ang nagturo sa kanyang magbasa at magsulat. Kaya nung pumasok siya ng grade 1, marunong na siyang magbasa sa English at Filipino. Kaya I do believe na nasa nature na talaga nating mga parents or guardians ang magbigay ng instructions, ang maging teachers sa ating mga sariling anak. Kaya parents, we can do this! And since nauna na nga sila James na mag-homeschooling since August, so that's for almost 2 months already, I am giving these tips to all the parents and guardians based from my own personal experience and knowledge through personal research to help you and the children transition to the new normal way of homeschooling. Pero bago yan, ako ulit si Mommy Gab. I am not a licensed educator. I'm just a mom sharing personal tips and information on how to make the most of learning from home. At bago pa ulit yan, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified of my upcoming videos. So I am giving you 9 tips on how to make the most of schooling from home. Number 1, kids and young adults should have a good night of sleep before the first day of school. Di pa nga, pag summer, ang mga anak natin, nasanay sila sa fun. Wala silang ginagawa. So ang tendency, late na silang matulog at late na rin silang magising. So mahihirapan sila, lalo na napahaba na nga ang kanilang summertime. So starting tonight, i-adjust na natin ng 15 minutes earlier ang kanilang sleeping time. At ganun din naman sa kanilang wake-up time. So sabihin natin na sanay silang matulog ng 10, pwede na natin silang patulugin tonight ng 9:45 at kung nasanay naman silang magising ng 9 o'clock, gisingin na natin sila ng 8:45. The following day, adjust ulit natin ng another 15 minutes. So, patulugin na natin sila ng 9:30 at gisingin naman natin sila ng 8:30 hanggang sa ma-achieve natin yung target natin na sleeping time and wake-up time nila. Number 2, kids and young adults should have good breakfast to refuel their bodies from sleep, as their brains and bodies are still developing. So, we don't need to consume long hours preparing their breakfast. It can be as simple as hard-boiled eggs or just put some greens on their scrambled eggs or sunny side up. Or we can be creative like making an egg in a hole. All we need to do is just a slice of pan, tapos butasan natin yung gitna, put it on a non-stick pan, and then with butter, and then just crack the egg in the middle. Or French toast. It's so easy to make. Just dip the pan or any kind of bread sa gatas, tapos sa scrambled egg, and then dun sa pan with butter, non-stick pan with butter. So, yun yung mga pagkain na nai-enjoy ng mga bata. Masarap at masustansya. So, hindi pwedeng mawala yung eggs because the protein in eggs is important for growing children as it helps build muscles and tissues. Number 3, take a bath and dress up. So, hindi porket homeschooling, hindi na sila maliligo ha. Hindi porket homeschooling, 5 minutes or 10 minutes before school starts, tsaka pa lang natin sila gigisingin. At doon na rin sa mismong bed natin iaabot yung laptop, or cellphones, or tablets. Chances are, aantukin lang yung mga yan, tatama rin. Kasi hindi pa sila rin talaga totoong gising. Ang paliligo, that's the best way to wake up these children. Dapat 1 hour or 1 hour and a half, gising na sila. Turuan natin silang manalangin. So mag-pray muna sila pag gising, tapos turuan din natin silang magligpit, kahit magligpit man lang ng sarili nilang higaan. Number 4, choose the best learning space at home for your child to study. So ito, depende sa preference ng mga anak ninyo. Merong mga bata, they prefer silence. So pagka ganun, iset up natin yung study table nila inside the bedroom. Or kung may spare room tayo, pwede natin tong gawing study room. Pero most of the kids that I know, they prefer background noise. At mas gusto nila yung may nakikita silang tao kaysa yung nag-iisa lang sila sa loob ng room. So pagka ganon, pwede na natin iset up ang study table nila sa dining room or sa living room. Total naman, pandemic ngayon. Hindi tayo madalas makakatanggap ng mga bisita. Pwede rin naman tayong mag-play ng background music, pero yung iba, nadidistract. So, depende nga sa preference ng inyong mga anak. Number 5, eliminate or minimize distractions. So, yung mga little kids, dapat walang toys sa study table. Yung mga young adults naman, dapat walang cellphone. O kung yung cellphone ang gamit nila for learning, dapat check natin yung mga apps. While learning, dapat wala munang social media. Walang Facebook, walang Twitter. So si James, yung computer na gamit niya, di-disable na ng daddy niya yung YouTube and Facebook. Dapat nga pati Messenger, pero iniwan na lang namin yung Messenger para rin kung may mga update from his classmates, pero kung tutuusin, hindi na nga rin kailangan. Kasi Google Meet naman ang ginagamit nila. Pero minsan nakakalusot pa rin yung mga games, mga anime movies, nakakapag-download pa rin siya. So maparaan yung mga young adults na yan. Kaya nga parang laging may Battle of Armageddon dito sa bahay. Kasi from time to time, laging chine-check ng daddy niya yung computer. At laging dinidelete or dinidisable kung ano man yung mga dina-download niya na nagiging distraction from learning. Number 6, make their learning station comfortable. But not too comfortable, naaantukin naman sila. So just as long as they have a comfortable chair, their feet should touch the floor, and they have a desk that can accommodate their books and their learning materials? That's good. Not on a bed or sofa. Kasi pag nakaslouch sila, tatamarin lang sila at aantukin. And we can also encourage them to personalize their learning station by adding some artworks or decorations just as long as hindi makaka-distract sa learning nila. Number 7, their workstation or learning station should have good lighting. Could be natural light if their table is beside a window or from lamps. Number 8, if possible, make their office or their learning station exclusive for learning only, not for any other purposes, not for playing, not for entertainment. They cannot watch movies from their computers. Para it gives them a signal once they're seated on their station that it is time for learning, it's time for schooling. For multiple kids with limited space, stagger the use of their shared space. Just as long as they have their own box or an organizer like this that can contain their learning materials, para pagtapos na si ate gumamit, si bunso naman, bit-bit lang ni ate yung kanyang gamit. Tapos darating naman si bunso, may sarili rin siyang box or organizer. Number 9. During breaks, we can play with the little kids. Or pwede natin silang samahang maglakad-lakad sa loob ng bahay. Or sa garden kung meron tayong garden. Para makapag-stretch ng konti, dumalo yung mga dugo. During lunch, they can take a nap or time to spend with the family. And now that learning is online, and we all know that too much exposure to gadget can impair our brain's functions and structures, we should try to limit as much as possible the screen time of our students. So dito sa bahay, I'm trying to impose a 1 day off from gadgets. So every Saturday, as much as possible, hindi ko na pinahahawak si James ng gadget. And the very best part about this homeschooling is that we can now teach our children the very Word of God. That is actually God's commandment to all parents. We have our responsibility, our obligation to teach our children His Word. That is according to Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 6 to 9. I'm going to read to you verse 7. It says here, "And thou shalt teach them the word of God diligently unto thy children." So diligently, ituro daw natin ang kanyang salita sa ating mga anak ng buong kaya, buong husay. And shalt talk of them when thou sittest in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. So, ang ibig sabihin lang nun, kapag tayo may pagkakataon, every time na tayo may pagkakataon na ituro sa ating mga anak ang salita ng Diyos, dapat ituro natin. Not once a day, not twice a day, not thrice a day. Every time we get the chance to teach the Word of God, we should do it.